Connecticut, where we were all born and raised. It's about an hour drive from here to either Garden, Boston, Madison. One day I was walking by a newsstand. There was this man on the cover with so many championship rings that he couldn't fit them all on 10 fingers. Watching boxing with my dad one day, and there was this man screaming at the announcer saying he is the greatest. I was in awe after that. Down in the Bronx, gentleman brought the New York Yankees. All the New York paper headlines was, he's the boss. Let me introduce you to my Exo Sports Talk crew. I'm Brian. Laid back. Some would say the brains behind the operation. Then there's Terry. Cool as cucumber water on a hot summer day. No matter what the situation is, see him sweat. Then there's Malcolm, aka Two Hands. We call him that because you will always see a glass of Hennessy in one hand, good cigar in the other. Then there's Emerson. Swag is what all the kids on the street would call him. Always had the fresh new clothes, wore good cologne that he lifted from the department store. Then there's Aaron, aka Soloist. Always going against the grain. Going to the racetrack. Betting on the wrong horse. Welcome to the Exo Sports Talk Show, where we don't just talk X and O's of the game, but the love of the sport.
We're back, fellas, with the whole band for the 100th episode of Exo Sports. Did you hear that intro? Guess what? We're back live. Fellas, let's do it!
What's up?
Whoa.
Boy,
Let's
it's not enough Red Bull in the world for him.
Hey, man, you heard what it said on the intro? That swag. Come on, man. Let's get it popping, fellas. Back to Exo Sports Talk. What's up, my dudes? What's up?
What's going on? I think he said more than just swag.
I got my swag back.
You know what? From the movie The Five Heartbeats, you are definitely Flash.
Hey, I'm coming back with my new hit single. It's Lonely at the Top.
It's lonely at the top.
Lonely.
It's lonely at the top.
That was an awesome movie by Robert Townsend.
Yes.
Guys, congratulations, 100th episode.
Woo!
Yes, congratulations. Congratulations, everyone.
Wow.
Great job.
Yes.
0 to
Great
100.
job.
Yeah, we had to
And
clap
you know
up for
what?
that one.
Not one of you guys have worn your watch tonight.
I was going to get mine. I said, you know something? I was going to get it. I said, I'm going to get it. I said, nah, I'm going to leave it down. I ain't seen nobody
You
get
know
theirs.
what? I know.
I got
Yeah.
mine on.
See, we didn't get the memo on that, man. So we got to blame you. We didn't get the memo on that.
Yeah.
Just like in school, always blame somebody.
You know, my dog ate my homework. You know, all of that, huh?
Yeah. The teacher said, "You ain't gonna never be nothing."
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
We've had our highs, we've had our lows, but it's good that we were able to get the whole band together for the 100th episode.
Yep.
And that is truly a blessing.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it
Yes,
is.
it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
It's truly a blessing that
Yes.
we were at a wedding on Thursday night, and it was like two heavyweight champions I'm standing next to. Malcolm,
Yes.
are you ready?
Yeah.
And M's getting ready to go, yeah. I said, nope, don't want to hear none of that. What day? What day is you good for?
Hey, man. We are
and,
here, man. We are here, bro.
And to think of where we
Yes, we
came
are.
from,
I
all
know,
this started
fellas.
was from when COVID all happened, and we were always
Yes.
already talking on the phone. I was like, well, you know,
Absolutely.
let's just get on the internet and
Let's
just
just
Zoom
do
it.
it. Let's just do it, man.
And now we're able to
Yeah.
get back together in person.
Yes.
Listen.
It's a blessing.
And I just
Listen.
want to take this time to send a shout out to Brian, because without him, none of this is happening. So he's our brains, our engineer, our sound man. He's everything. So big ups to Brian. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, fellas.
Yeah.
Clap it up,
Yes.
man. Clap it up
Get
on
the
that.
A salute to
some.
everybody.
Get the
Yeah,
drummer
it's a
some.
team
Get the
thing.
drummer
Team thing.
So, yeah.
Definitely.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I mean, let's give credit where credit is due, because that soundtrack and everything, he came up with it, and he was like, hey, what about this?
Listen,
I'm like,
exactly.
okay. The background for Exo Sports Talk,
That's
the
it.
cups, the sweatshirts.
All of that. All of that. Here go one of the cups right here. One of the cups right here.
Yeah.
That
Good
logo
thing-
right there. That
Good
man
thing it
right
can't be
there.
tested.
That man
Mm.
right there, Brian. Thank you, sir. And hold up. I'm going to sip on a little something right here from my XO cup. Let's see. Hold up. Let me take this moment.
Yeah, we got a vineyard coming soon. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's next. Hey,
That's
man,
good.
you know, expansion.
Yeah, man.
Always expanding.
Just look, we're going to have some more merchandise coming out, y'all. More merchandise is yet to come of XO Sports Talk.
Yeah.
I'm willing to welcome sponsors. I don't know about y'all.
Yeah. Come on, man. They coming.
Yeah.
I'm willing to welcome all sponsors.
All sponsors.
No
huh?
doubt. Definitely.
So, guys, I can't wait until we get to episode 200.
Lord.
And let's make a pact right now. Episode 200, we go somewhere warm, nice
Vegas.
to do it.
I
Really?
want to go to Vegas.
Vegas, huh?
I want to
Oh,
go to
man.
Vegas.
Actually, I like the islands. I like where he's coming from. So, Aaron, you willing to travel to the islands?
I am, yeah, man. I will go to the islands.
All right.
The
What we
grill.
talking about? What we talking about?
I'm still thinking Vegas.
Yeah.
That's me. Bright lights, big city.
You go to Vegas anytime. You go to Vegas
big
anytime.
dreams. Bright lights, big city, big dreams.
Yeah, you on a billboard saying any hookers for
I tell you what.
1-800.
Oh,
Let's
wow.
do.
Wow.
Just get it all. Hey, it's
Hey,
episode
man.
100. Let's just lay it all out.
Yeah,
What
well,
kind of show is this?
yeah, well,
My kids watching this show. You know what they're talking about, honey?
No doubt.
put Junior in the room. It's getting interesting.
I say it's
Oh,
150 in
crazy.
Vegas, 100 on the islands.
On the islands, yeah.
Yeah, it
200
sounds
on the
good.
island.
Sounds
200
good.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I don't want to give a
Caribbean
big shout out.
island.
Gotta give a big shout out to Deb Gamble's in there. She's been riding along with us the whole 100 too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yes,
big
yes.
100
Thank
to you.
Debbie.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Debbie.
Thank you.
Salute.
Woo,
I know we
salute.
haven't heard. I haven't been here in a while, but I'm saluting you, Debbie.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you, Dad.
The
I know
whole
it's been
crew
a
is
while.
here.
I'm glad to be back. Blessed to be back.
The whole crew is here.
Yeah, come join the show. More than
The whole-
welcome.
The whole crew is here. All right, we rocking, y'all. We rocking.
Now let's rock to some sports. Guys, the Colts have granted Jonathan Taylor his request to seek a trade. Is Jim Irsay crazy? And you know how I feel about Jim Irsay. So we will leave it at that right there.
Yeah.
As we say, folks, he always going against the grain. We may
yeah.
say we may not agree with him.
Yeah. And somebody's got to keep it real. Malcolm,
Yes.
do you think Irsay is a little crazy to want to trade Jonathan Taylor?
I'm gonna say this. No, if the man isn't happy to be there, you gotta let him go and get something for him. I'm gonna tell him he's not gonna get a first round pick unless a team is desperate and they look like they're in big contention for him, a la what San Francisco did last year. But my thing is, It's a matter of timing for everything. The man, he deserves his pay, whatever he's trying to get. And obviously he's unhappy because he knows the team is going to be terrible this year and he's going to be the workhorse. Now, it's a business like anything else. Eric Dickerson got traded.
Yes,
Herschel Walker got traded.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? These are players were in their prime when they got traded and stuff. So it's just a matter of, hey, Marshall Faulk got traded.
Yes.
And we know how he turned out. So it's nothing new for a running back to get traded, you know? So it's just a matter of where is the fit for him. And he's a great player, great running back. I mean, don't take nothing away from him. Although they try to minimize the running back position by not paying those gentlemen what they deserve because they're the workhorse. Next, you know, when they break down in 4 or 5 years, you want to kick them to the curb. You know what I mean? I mean, it is what it is. I mean, true, they have a shorter shelf life than everybody else, but they're taking more of a pounding than anybody else. So, it's a part of football.
Interesting. Very interesting. I will hold my thoughts and let it go to Emerson.
Well, listen, man, I think Jonathan Taylor, I think he's one hell of a back. You're talking all pro numbers. The guy is only 25 years old, maybe 24 years old, somewhere in that neighborhood. He's just reaching his prime. He has a lot more to give to in the tank that he can give to a team if this Colts don't want him. I can see the Buffalo Bills jumping in here offering a number 1 pick, Malcolm. I know you said nobody's probably not going to give up a number 1 pick. I think the Colts are going to play a little hardball here and try to get that pick. But I think Jonathan is a player that can propel somebody like the Buffalo Bills over the top with that, with his running style, with his ability to make things happen in the run game. We already know they have an efficient passing game. So I think the Colts are definitely probably going to get a number 1, or they're going to ask for a number 1 for his services because he's that good of a back. I don't know what's going on up there in management. I don't know why they can't come to agreement. And I know, as you just stated, Malcolm, I know a lot of teams around the league are kind of devaluing that position, the running back position. But when you get an all-pro running back like him, you have to make sure that he gets paid what he needs to get paid because he is definitely one of the top running backs in the game. If you look at his yards from scrimmage, I mean, you're talking 1,800 yards from scrimmage, both running and receiving. So he's an excellent, durable back too. So pay the man or trade the man so he can be happy, because if you keep him around, he's going to be a disgruntled player all year long. So somebody's going to do something within the next few days or the next week or two before the season starts, I think.
Terry.
I mean, both Emerson and Malcolm both hit on good points. Pretty much said everything I was thinking. I mean, Malcolm, like you said, the running back position it's undervalued just because of the wear and tear that these running backs go through each and every down. And I do agree. He's a talent and he could propel a team over the top, the right team. But I just feel like owners are, other than what happened last year with McCaffrey, and to be honest with you, I think teams are looking at that and they're saying, no other team is going to do that again. But he is a talent. First round pick is a lot. Like Malcolm said, it's going to have to be a team that is right there on the cusp of making a strong run in the playoffs, potentially a Super Bowl. But as far as Jim Irsay, I'm not going to call him crazy. I'm just going to say he's insane in the membrane. Just the comment he said when asked about Jonathan Taylor and the situation, he said, if I die tonight and Jonathan Taylor's out of the league, no one's going to miss us. I mean, you can't expect, after you hear a comment like that, you can't expect Jonathan Taylor to want to play for a team. That basically the owner saying, we don't want you. And his other comment was, the league goes on. We know that. It doesn't matter who comes and goes. It's a privilege to be a part of it. So for me personally, I wouldn't want to play for an owner like that when I'm going out there, putting my career on the line each and every down, running hard, trying to get first downs, coming out the backfield, catching passes. So it's a shame because he is a talent, and I would like to say I think he has more upside to him, but unfortunately, he's not going to be able to play that out with the Colts. It's looking like right now. But just to cap it off, if you look back at the running backs that the Colts had, they had Edgerrin James. They let him walk in free agency. They had, as Malcolm said, they had Marshall Faulk. They traded him. Then gave him a new contract. Eric Dickerson, traded him. Joseph Adai, who they re-signed to a 3-year deal, and then they cut him a year later. So the Colts in their history of running backs is looking grim. So we'll see what happens.
Going nowhere. Brian.
Before I start, I want to give Bethany a shout out for joining us again on our 100 as well.
Hey.
Good to see you.
Us.
Thank you, Bethany.
Yeah. And
no doubt.
As Morris Day would say, grace.
So the league as a whole, it just kind of it seemed like they kind of, I don't want to say colluded, but they seem to put their foot down on the value of what they think of running backs. As you can see, Jonathan Taylor, he hasn't really been healthy a full season, but he's still a great talent. But you got to see it with Barkley for the Giants. When they didn't really give him a long-term contract, you knew nobody else was getting long-term contracts as a running back.
Right.
Basically, that's what they were saying. So with that, I don't think he's going to be going anywhere. It's so late in the season. I don't see no team giving up a first-round pick for him, and I think that's what the Colts are going to try to ask for. So I don't really see him even going anywhere. He's not even really healthy right now. They even start practicing, let alone if you're going to throw him in the game right now, you can't. So who knows what you're getting. So I don't really see him going anywhere. But the players themselves as a whole, union-wise, they need to figure out a way to get guaranteed money somehow, especially as a running back, because your career is, you lucky if you get 5-6 years out of that. So I look at it that way. They got to get their stuff together as the players.
Well, the players, again, only have themselves to blame because of the president that they have of the union. They should have got rid of him the last time they signed that 7-year contract. The league has changed where that now is the quarterback that's going to get a chunk of the money and the wide receivers. It used to be that the game was
rushers.
And the edge rushers. The game used to be played by the running back.
Yeah.
The running back was the one that was the focus, along with the quarterback that got the money. But when you start throwing the football around, you're now giving wide receivers $40, $50 million. And these owners are saying, you know what? I'm not giving no running back no 30-something million. So forget it. And so, like Brian said, he's on the last year of his contract. So I wouldn't give up a first-round pick, and I have no control of him. And pretty much your salary cap has already been determined going into the season. So you just can't go ahead and sign him because now you blow up your cap. So you have to hope that you got to talk to him and say, look, we'll trade for you, but are you willing to sign a long-term deal now that will start at the end of come next year? That's the only way you can make that happen. You've got to get a commitment from him on paper. And if you're him and you got an owner, I'm going to be nice, an owner like Irsay, why would I play? I'm hurt. Why am I going to take a chance to blow out my knee for a man that doesn't care about me? I got a family that I have to take care of. This man has already told me he doesn't give a damn about me. So no, I wouldn't step back out on that field. I would preserve myself.
Yeah.
Because the only thing that can happen is you're running at about 20 miles an hour, getting banged up for an organization that's going to throw you out the door come the end of the season.
That's like saying what Barkley is a. He had to sign the 1-year franchise.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And they can franchise him next year too.
Yeah. So what are you gonna do? You like you said, you probably ain't gonna get that money nowhere else. So
you can only hope. If you're the kid, you just say, you know what, I'm hurt. And then at the end of this season, the agent's going to talk and go, you know what, he was in a bad situation in Indianapolis. All he needs is a fresh start.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's code for saying he wasn't going to play for that idiot and get beat up.
Yeah.
You can't come out and say it, but he was a little hurt and stuff, but he's really, give him a physical, he'll pass it. He's in great shape now.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think he's played a full season though.
I wouldn't play no full season. I wouldn't play no full season for the Colts. I mean, and to me, I think personally, the Colts went backwards because the Colts are built to win now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They got a good offensive line. They got a good defense.
Yep.
The only team that they have to fight for in their division is Jacksonville.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a good shot that you can make the playoffs if you have a good quarterback. And they should have gave up 2 first-round picks to get Lamar Jackson.
That wouldn't have been enough.
If I was Lamar Jackson, I wouldn't have went there.
It wouldn't have been enough.
2 first-round picks?
Nope.
Wow. What do you want?
You definitely would have gave up 3.
No, I wouldn't
3 to start with.
I wouldn't give up no 3 first-round picks for no Lamar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he's young. He's only 26, maybe 25. And you got nothing?
Yeah. I do like the quarterback they got down, though. I do like Richardson.
Anthony Richardson.
He is.
He's going to be a problem.
Yep.
He's a talent.
Yep.
Give him 3 years. You'll be hearing that name.
Yep.
Yeah. Might not have 3 years. Like you said, you got a team that's ready to win now. That window is small.
Yeah.
Not without a running game.
What I saw from Anthony
Robertson,
that's
what I didn't understand.
I watched the preseason game, and he took on a safety. And I said to myself, if I was the coach, I'd go, look, you better learn how to slide.
Yeah.
Being young and having a lot of energy is
He's
one
full
thing.
of himself.
But
that's when you show him the Cam Newton. See, you want to be this, you want to be that, you don't want to be that.
Full of himself.
Yeah.
Now, guys, what NFL team do you see making a serious Super Bowl run? I'm going to go with Terry.
Must be a trick question or something.
Oh man. I'm just gonna go with the obvious. Let's say the Chiefs make another run. They got a stable of good running backs. Edwards-Helaire, McKinnon. I think Pacheco is hurt, but he's projected. I think he's gonna start their next game, or he'll be ready when the season starts. And then I have my eye out on their second round pick wide receiver that they got, Rashee Rice. He's been getting a lot of targets this preseason, and it looks like him and Mahomes are developing a chemistry. And you know, Mahomes, he has no issues spreading the ball around, which makes that offense even more dangerous. They upgrade their offensive line too, so I got them going to the AFC. Sorry, Steeler fans, but I got them going to the AFC Championship.
Yeah, whatever. Malcolm.
Now, the question should have been, who's a contender outside of Kansas City? Kansas City is the obvious.
We know that.
Now, are you talking any specific conference, or does it matter?
Give me both.
All right. Well, definitely outside of Kansas City, the defending champs. I would say, wow. Buffalo, I hate to jump on that wagon, but how long is Burrow off?
Last I knew he was off for a few weeks.
They think he might be ready for the season.
Really?
No,
I thought he was missing a couple of games.
I heard he was missing like 4 games at least.
Yeah.
At least 4
Well,
games.
if they can hold the fort until Burrow comes back and get his rhythm. We know Burrow's a good quarterback. I'm gonna still ride with Cincinnati if they can hold the fort till Burrow gets there. And in the NFC, like I said, you know, everybody's gonna pick their darling favorite, the Philadelphia Eagles. Oh my God, they can do no wrong. Wow. Yeah, right. We beat them last year. I keep telling everybody, you act like we lost to them or we got killed. And of course, it'd be crazy for me not to pick my Cowboys, so I'm not going to pick them. You know, I would say a dark horse in the NFC. Wow. Wow. Is there a San Francisco team out there? Is there a team in San Francisco?
Oh yeah,
There is.
Oh yeah.
There is. Yeah, no joke. I was just joking. Now, San Francisco, the Niners got a great defense. They got a great defense, no doubt. I mean, the secondary can be had. As you can see, CeeDee Lamb took them to the shed. So my thing is, it's just a matter of who's going to eliminate who in the regional rounds as far as winning that division, you know, winning that conference. But I'm definitely. Everybody didn't, but I'm gonna pencil my Cowboys in that NFC Conference Championship. Who they meet, whether it's Philly or San Francisco, it's gonna be one of them. A healthy Cowboys. I'm not talking one with a Dak mixing 6 games and all of that. When your defense is hurting, all that. No, a healthy Cowboys. Pray for it. That's all.
All that.
Yeah, like
Emerson.
Listen, man, you know I'm going with my boys, the Cowboys. You see the logo behind me. You know what it is. You know what time it is.
Yeah, it's called the Lone Star.
We them boys. We them boys. We're going to be right there in the thick of things, and we're going all the way to the Super Bowl. This is our year. I just need a few little adjustments on that offensive line. I'm waiting for them to sign somebody who's going to get waived in a couple weeks, and they're going to sign somebody that's going to be able to plug in on that offensive line. I just need a little more offensive line depth. But listen, this is the year. You talk Brandon Cooks. You talking, oh my God, CD. We got MG is back. Come on, we got the young kid, Tolbert. He's gonna make some noise. On our defense, we know what Micah Parsons bring to the table. Come on. And now you got Diggs, who got a new contract with Stephon Gilmore out there. I dare you to throw the ball. I double dare you to throw the ball. But listen, let me talk about these other teams right here. My dark horse. Okay, and I know, Malcolm, you said something about them Eagles, and they're tough. I'm not taking nothing away from them. All right, Eagle fans, I'm going to give you that. But my dark horse is the Detroit Lions.
That's everybody's picking them.
They play hard for that coach, and they've added some pieces to that puzzle. The Detroit Lions are going to make a whole lot of noise this year. That's my other dark horse in the NFC. I know San Francisco is going to be around there somewhere, button heads, but them Detroit Lions, hear me. I said it last year. And they went on a run and almost did it, and almost got into the playoffs. But let me tell you something. The Detroit Lions are going to make some noise. I'm scared of them.
Interesting. Thank you. Brian.
Yeah. So we go on with the projections. So I'm gonna go with Kansas City, obvious choice. I think everybody's gonna go with that. So I'm gonna jump over on the NFC, and I'm gonna go with Seattle. I like
Tough.
the improvement that they made. They got a couple of good corners now, safety. Geno's still looking pretty sharp, so he still ain't right back yet, so he's still ready. So that's my under choice that I have to go with. See, your Niners, I couldn't pick them because I just didn't know about the quarterback situation.
Not three of them.
Yeah. When you got three, you ain't got none. But
Okay.
but those are gonna be my sleepers right there to get there. Well, Kansas City's not a sleeper, but those are gonna be my picks to get there. What's gonna be the second part of the question, G? Is it gonna be
Who do you have from the AFC and the NFC?
I forgot
that's gonna be the second part?
Yeah.
Okay, well then let me answer.
It takes two teams to be in the Super Bowl.
I said Kansas City and I said Seattle.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. You're done.
Well,
You get
no,
off the
because I
stage.
was gonna give my team who I think should not.
Wait, I want more.
Well, I want to
Go
know
ahead.
my projection for a team who I think everybody's predicting to be there, and I don't think they are going to be there. So that's all I was going to say. Can I get that in now, or is that the
Sure,
second part of
go
the question?
ahead.
Well,
You're the brain of the organization.
so I think Buffalo is not going to be there. I don't even know if they're going to make the playoffs for some reason.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm saying that. Yep, I'm going out on that limb. They already lost their offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, and I still think they have some issues with the Diggs and the quarterback that they ain't resolved yet. So I think out of the AFC, I think they may be the ones that's going to be out because somebody's going to have to be out of that division. You got, So I'm thinking they're going to be the ones to fall out.
Okay. And
Yeah.
Aaron, just before I didn't give you my AFC teams. I know, as Terry said, and Malcolm said, the obvious is Kansas City. We know they're going to be tough, but I'm going with the San Diego Chargers, who I think is going to make a lot of noise this year. The San Diego Chargers.
I can't pick San Diego till they get rid of that head coach. I can't. I'm done picking them till they get rid of him.
Riverboat gambler. He should be in Vegas.
I like him. He'll
The
go
head
for
coach?
it on 4th and 20.
Yeah,
He's a terrible coach.
he's a
Got
terrible
moxie.
coach. Terrible.
He's got the moxie. That's what I like about him. He's got moxie, man. I
Yeah,
like
but
that
there's
coach.
only one thing: this is not John Madden.
4th and 12, he'll go for it.
Yeah, like I said,
On the other side of the 40, like on his side of the 40, he'll go
We
for
seen
it.
it. We
Yo,
saw it.
I'm like, I love that coach, man. That's what I like about him. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead, G, you go.
No, this is
ahead.
fascinating to listen to this because
I
I
know.
don't. I'm like, that coach for San Diego plays like he's in a video game.
I love
Yeah.
it.
I'm done picking him until he's
I
gone.
love
I'm not picking him. Who you picking,
I
Aaron?
love it.
Oh man, if I had to go in the NFC, I would go with the 49ers.
Okay.
That's a choice, man. I like that.
And I think Purdy is legit.
Okay.
I think he's a legit quarterback. I think Detroit is maybe one more year away. I think Detroit and Green Bay is going to have a fight for that division.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I think Love is going to surprise a lot of people.
Yeah.
Didn't see it.
Yeah.
I just got a feeling. If Love can take them 10-7, I wouldn't be shocked. And I think that's where that division is going to be, around 10-7.
I think Washington's going to be good too.
Huh?
That's my sleeper, Chicago.
How do you
Why
feel
does
about
everybody forget
Chicago?
about the Jets?
No.
Their schedule is tough. Their schedule
They
is tough.
need to get. Oh, I saw Zach Wilson running for his life. What was that? A couple nights ago? Was that Sunday? Or
Yeah,
something?
they did.
Yeah.
But that's the backup lineman. That's the backup lineman, man.
You will see Aaron Rodgers yelling at everybody on the sidelines, the coach included, the guy that's delivering the sodas in the stands. He's going to be yelling at everybody. That's what you're going to see on Sundays.
Where I was really surprised with Aaron Rodgers, that he didn't try to make a push to go to Miami. I thought Aaron
No, you
Rodgers would have had a better fit in Miami than the Jets.
Man, if he would have went
But,
there, whew.
Coach, though.
Oh,
Like
my
I said
goodness.
before, that coach, he doesn't want to be coached, and that they got a young coach, a good coach in Miami. He was on the San Francisco staff.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers doesn't want to be coached.
Yeah, I agree with that, too. I agree
He's
with that.
yelling at everybody. He's
Well,
gonna
we
be
will
yelling
see,
at
man. We will
So-
see.
Yeah.
The AFC,
Huh?
the AFC, I got a feeling Kansas City is going to get riddled with injuries. Because if you remember the last time Kansas City went back to back
But they're
and they
next
lost
man
the
up, man.
second one, and then when they got it for the third time, they lost to Cincinnati.
They're just next man up, man. I
So-
don't know.
Who you predicting then? In the AFC?
That's a
Guys,
tough one.
Say the Steelers. Go ahead.
You know what?
They got my tight end I wanted.
I will
Yes.
say the Steelers. And I will say this about the Steelers. From what I've seen, their offense is going to be a lot better this year. The second thing is the defense.
Got that tight end I wanted.
The defense is
How many
taking
times you
the
gonna brag about the fat tight end?
Yo,
Because I wanted him.
he had 3 plays and he drew 3
I want
pass
Darnell
interference.
Washington.
Because he's so massive.
He's massive. He's 6'8".
The
What are you going to do with
defense.
him in the red zone?
The defense took the philosophy of the Philadelphia Eagles. Get as many pass rushers as you can to go after the quarterback. And Pittsburgh hasn't done that in quite some time. And so now they got a couple of guys where that if TJ Watt steps out or Alex Highsmith steps out,
Mhm.
they got guys that can step in. If you go back to the history with Big Ben, when he came into the league, he wasn't throwing the football all around the field.
No.
It was the running game.
Good.
It was run the football, pound, pound, pound.
He had
Coward
the
didn't
worst
let-
quarterback rating in Super Bowl history, Big Ben, his first year.
Yeah, but he's got a ring.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yo, do anybody think Lamar in the hunt for MVP?
No.
As
No.
long as he's healthy, he always be in a hunt.
No.
He's
Yeah,
always in the
I-
hunt.
Yeah, I
He's
see
always-
that.
He's exciting.
I can
I don't
see.
see
Yeah.
it.
He's
I
a
see that.
highlight reel every week.
How do you not see that?
He's the
Me?
MVP of the Ravens, and they haven't even played one game yet.
Yeah.
How do I see that?
Yeah.
Is very easy. When they signed Lamar Jackson back, they were supposed to tell him, okay, you got your money. But the philosophy on how they were throwing the football is with big tight ends. So you were able to pound with the running game. Then you had a little bit of Lamar Jackson running the football, and you had those big tight ends that could get out there in open field. That was their philosophy.
Yeah.
Now they want to throw the football. I don't see
Odell Beckham.
Odell Beckham blocking. I don't see him as a blocking wide receiver.
Why would he be
He's a running
blocking?
receiver. Yeah, he's a receiver.
Yeah.
They got Zay Flowers and him.
Are you
they
mean?
picked a rookie who's
Maybe
fast.
you mean when Lamar takes off with the football, you don't see Odell blocking
He won't be
downfield?
blocking.
I don't see him as a.
necessarily
I don't
need-
see him as a blocker.
He's not blocking. He's downfield.
Well, but Malcolm
He's
on
going to
a,
draw the double team.
And they
on a
still
running
got.
play as a wide receiver, you still have to block.
Okay, good luck with that.
All right,
You don't
well,
think some wide receivers
need-
block?
there's
They block,
a
but
few. There's a few.
Their job is to get in the way. Their job
Yeah.
is to get in the way.
Yeah.
And
There's
turn
a
them the other
few.
way.
You don't hear too many wide receivers saying,
No.
"Oh, they're good blockers." Hines Ward,
Yeah,
maybe
yeah,
that's what you think about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Debo Samuels.
yeah. There's
And
not
for
many.
some odd reason, a lot of the wide receivers that leave Baltimore, all of a sudden, they're a good wide receiver.
Who?
Ooh,
Who?
Yeah.
What is that kid's name? Hollywood?
He was good, but he left. They traded him. He was good anyway.
Because he
It ain't like, hold on, he didn't do barn burners over there in
because Whatchamacallit didn't
Arizona?
throw the football.
He was already good.
They didn't throw the football in Baltimore.
No. Yeah.
Well, they
And I
spent a
think
lot
the
of
rest-
money
Hold
on.
on. I'm gonna help you right now. You do know they have a new offensive coordinator, right?
Yeah, because they're going to try to throw the football.
Yeah, because the last dude was terrible. He was terrible.
Yeah.
I watched the game. He was a terrible play caller. Terrible.
Yeah.
They got to get
He
their
was a
money's
terrible
worth
play
out of
caller.
Odell because they
What was
overpaid.
the? I think
Yeah,
there
they
was
definitely
another.
did that.
Didn't another wide receiver leave Baltimore and go to Philadelphia?
No. You think about the one who left Philly and went to
No.
Tennessee, right? That who you talking
No,
about?
I thought he left Baltimore and went to
The
Went to
offensive coordinator was
Philadelphia.
terrible, bro.
Yeah.
Run,
but-
run, pass. Run. He was too predictable.
Yeah.
Run, pass. Run, pass. Let Lamar run, pass. Get out of here, man. He was terrible.
But yeah, I definitely think he's gonna be in the running. Aaron, I don't see how you think he won't be in the running.
I don't have him in the MVP.
He was in the
I
MVP
don't have
runnings
Lamar.
last season.
I don't
As
have
long
Lamar
as
up
he's
there
healthy,
again.
he will be in there.
Yeah.
As long as
So-
he's healthy, he will be in there.
So you think
But-
Lamar has a better chance of beating out Patrick Mahomes?
If he's healthy.
You think he's
I
got
got
a
a
chance?
question. I got a question. Did he beat Pat Mahomes for MVP before?
Yeah.
Yes.
What his
answering for
first
you.
year?
Yes.
Yeah, he beat
Pat
him.
Mahomes was a quarterback.
He was
Yep.
unanimously.
Lamar got his MVP.
Yes.
Yes.
So you think now he's going to beat out Patrick Mahomes?
It's a difference. Hey,
No,
you know
it's,
what
it's,
happened.
it's either
Make it
yes
happen.
or
Patrick
it's either
Mahomes
Well-
will
yes
break
or
his
Make
ankle.
it
no.
happen.
If
I don't wish
the,
that on nobody.
Stay healthy.
Patrick
Yeah,
Mahomes could break his
good
ankle.
possibility.
if the guy's
I'm
giving you
sorry.
25 touchdowns passing and 15 rushing,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
This is a multiple choice. Yes or no.
yeah, he
Yes.
can. Yeah, he's done it
That's it.
before. He
That's-
can.
Yes.
So okay. So we got a yes that he can get past Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah,
Josh Allen, you think he's going to get past him?
he should.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hubert down there in San Diego.
Josh Allen throws much
Oh, they got that
interceptions as
coach,
Dak.
Hubert, you think he's going to get past Hubert in San Diego?
Yes. He's
Okay.
better than Hubert.
Whoa.
What has Hubert done?
Ooh.
What has
Yeah.
Hubert done?
Ooh, I don't know about that.
Hubert's done nothing. He gets all that accolade, and Hubert's done nothing.
Yeah,
Would
he,
you take
he-
Hubert or Zach Prescott?
But they-
Why are
they
you quiet,
haven't-
Emerson?
I'm not.
I would take Prescott over Hubert because he's done more.
Emerson?
Dak
What?
Prescott is my guy.
Dak's done more than Hubert.
Yeah.
I,
sell
and
it
I
to
just
the
want
Navy.
to. I want to mention something else about Seattle. DK Metcalf is going to have a big year.
Yeah, he's a problem, man.
Yeah.
DK Metcalf is going to have a big year, and their corner, that kid Wolin,
Yep.
Yeah.
he's going to be a Pro Bowl corner this year. You
Yeah.
heard it here.
Wasn't he
on
last year?
XO4. I don't know if he made the Pro Bowl
Yeah,
yet.
he was.
Was he? Okay.
They
He
scare me, man.
is
They
a
scare me.
super corner. 6'3", 6'4", runs a 4.29, something crazy. I remember watching him at the combine. I don't even know how he slipped all the way to like the third round or fourth round, wherever they picked him at.
Yeah, he's a good corner.
Yep.
So
And now
you-
they got another
so you-
hard hitting safety back there.
Yeah.
It's like Cam Chancellor all over again.
Yeah.
It don't matter. Illegal hit's a legal hit.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, you spear him or you a defenseless receiver, you can't do them hits no more like that.
And they got a top running back, the kid Charbonnet from UCLA.
No Walker.
Yeah.
Zach
Walker's the key.
Walker is the dude, but Charbonnet is just as good. And then they got the other kid, Thompson. All them kids, I see all them kids play in college.
Yeah.
And they're
Now-
tight end. It's
Now,
tough.
guys,
Cowboys got this dude named Deuce. I don't know if you heard of him.
Deuce is on the loose.
guys,
Deuce Vaughn.
to switch from
Let's go.
a football to a basketball,
Okay.
the NBA League is investigating the 76ers James Harden situation. Guys, are you really surprised?
No.
Emerson.
He said he's a liar. That's what he called his owner or GM. He's a liar. He called him a liar. He's using his constitutional right, the freedom of speech. He can say whatever he wants, all right? He's just talking what he knows. He said, I would never play for that organization. This is going to get ugly. This is going to get ugly because James Harden is standing on his word. I will never play for him or that organization. So this is going to be a major problem going into the NBA season. I can't wait to see how this turns out. You're going to see something in the news every week about this situation. Then, hold on, and then you might get Joel Embiid to say, get me out of here.
He should be saying that anyway.
Get me out of here now, or I'm going to have a hamstring every week. So this is major. This is a major, major problem down in Philadelphia.
Malcolm.
If I was James Harden, I'd take that Saudi $900 million and run. They offered him $900 million. I don't care if they got 3 people playing in the league. I'm playing.
Hold on, wait.
For $900 million.
For how much?
They offer him $900 million. They're starting their league.
Really?
What league?
Saudi Arabian league.
Saudi. Yeah.
Oh, I did hear something about that.
Yeah.
Listen, where do I sign?
I did hear that.
Where do I sign?
Malcolm. Yes.
I ain't got to play in the NBA again. I get that $900 million and run.
I did see that. Now,
my own league.
How many years was that for?
I don't know. I know it wasn't a lot. $900 million. They throwing money at people.
Yeah, I did
They're
hear
using
that.
him as the start. If they throw him the money, how many other players going to follow him?
Other people are going to follow.
So like that black golfer, when the Saudis on that live golf
That's right.
thing,
Yep.
when that brother took that money and ran, he says, I ain't never getting $400 million nowhere. He says, I'm taking that and running. That brother took that money and gone.
Show me the money.
He said, I'm gone. I
Gone.
ain't got no allegiance to the PGA. No allegiance.
Show me the money.
And then the PGA went and go over there anyway.
Yeah.
What you got to say about that, Aaron?
I'll wait my turn.
First of all, but with that, he had to get fined for that because you can't do that to your GM. But he basically said he's out the door anyway. So he got one foot on a banana peel, the other one out the door.
Slipping and sliding. Slipping and sliding.
Terry.
I mean, it's not even really about James Harden calling Morey a liar. It's more about the NBA is trying to look in to kind of see whether or not Harden's going to hold out because it's kind of a violation of the collective bargaining agreement. And trust me, they're digging because what they're trying to look for is, I don't know if you remember, Harden signed like a 2-year, like 68.6 something, 68.5,
like that.
Yeah.
right? That kind of allowed the team to get PJ Tucker and what's the other guy's name?
Oh yeah.
Daniel House. And they're really trying to look for, was it like, okay, a little handshake deal? And then you do this, and then we'll hit you on the back end. That's really what they're looking for.
That's what's going on.
Yeah.
That's what's going on. Terry, you hit it right on the head.
Yeah.
And I forgot to mention that, but you hit it right on the head.
Yeah. And what is that? And when they hear what's they calling him a liar, they're like, well, what do you mean? What are you talking about? Like,
tell us what you mean about that, sir.
Tell us what you really mean.
Yeah, tell us about that.
And don't forget, I think they ended up taking 2 of the Sixers' second-round picks or some of their second-round picks.
Yeah.
Where they did find out that they beforehand discussed contracts with Tucker and House prior to free agency. So this could be, like you said, this could be a problem if the NBA digs in and they find out enough evidence. Embiid might be like, hey, get me out of here. I want to go to the Knicks or something like that.
You're right. I was just I was going to say that New York should be packaging everything they can except Jalen Brunson to get Embiid.
Yeah, and we'll see, man. But
Give Jalen Brunson, give Embiid's family box office seats for the next 10 years. Whatever you got to do. I don't know. Box office seats with all the hot dogs they want to get Embiid there at the Garden.
They got millions. You think they care about hot dogs?
Mm-hmm.
They got millions. You think they care about hot dogs?
Ain't nothing like the Madison Square Garden hot dogs, man.
Yeah. Right. Please, Brian.
This is that classic saying here. This is bad for business. That's what this is. And the NBA is going to try to put a squash to this real quick. It seemed like, as what Terry was saying, it seemed like they had some sort of backdoor deal that the owner may, or not the president, may have reneged on.
Backed out.
Yeah, and they don't want this to come out because it'll look bad for the league. It'll look bad for the organization.
Business, all of that.
And or it could be on the flip side. Maybe Harden want to get out of his contract so he can go over and get some of that other money.
And mess it up for the other owners that does that trick.
Yeah,
exactly.
But the Sixers need to get this together quickly because, like you said, if Embiid said, you know what, I don't want to be a part of this no more, then you really are in trouble.
You're really in trouble.
Yeah.
Process is over.
Yeah. So
trust the process.
And the season is not that far away from starting up again.
You're gonna hear some noise from Embiid before it's all over.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. Watch what I tell you.
Well, it's gonna be interesting to see how this all plays out with Harden if he hasn't wind up playing, because no other team, he's not going nowhere else.
He's not gonna play.
So
if they try to force him in Philly, he's gonna say, "I'm hurt. I got a bad hammy.
Yeah,
I got turf toe. I have something. My wrist doesn't work.
Too much champagne in my eyes from last night. I can't see.
I can't see.
For me, goodbye, so long, good riddance. They should have gotten rid of James Harden. They should have never. I would just trade him. I would trade him and just be gone with him. I would take Embiid and tell him, look, we need you to stay in Philadelphia. We'll make you the ambassador. You will be the face of the Philadelphia 76ers.
He's already
the face.
No, ambassador.
He's already an ambassador.
After when his time is over playing in the NBA, you give him a job, a couple of $1 million a year.
Yeah, and
you can't afford
all the Philly cheesesteaks he can eat. Come on, man.
You can't afford to have him leave.
You want to give him all the Philly cheesesteak and onions he can eat? Come on, man.
If you were the Sixers, would you just buy him out? You had to buy him out for his whole contract, pretty much. What's left on that 1 year? Just buy him out just to get.
Sixers got to get something for him. They can't get nothing for him. They got to get something for him.
You could
Harden or Embiid?
For Harden.
Well, they're gonna take a loss on Harden.
Yeah.
I wouldn't give you nothing.
Well, you don't want the drama. So.
Well, can I bring this up really quick?
What's up?
Go for it.
How did you like Embiid's performance in Game 7 against the Celtics? Ooh. He quit. Y'all seen it.
I ain't gonna say he quit, but he
quit.
I think Embiid, his biggest problem is he's got no talent. He doesn't have that much talent around him. You mean to tell me that there was more talent on Philadelphia?
Quit on his team against the Celtics.
Okay, let's
that's like saying Harden had 40, 50 one game, and then the next game he had 10.
Was game 2 and 3.
Harden is to blame for that too.
2 and 3, and game 6 and 7, they both quit.
They both quit.
Homeboy got hot. Homeboy got hot. You can't do nothing about that. Tatum got hot like crazy.
Yeah.
Go look at the tape.
Tatum got hot in that game like crazy. You couldn't stop him.
The
threes, you can't defend that.
They could have double teamed him, maybe. He got the ball out of his hand.
Look at the tape.
But, can't blame Doc. This coming in, you can't blame Doc.
The Doc.
Yeah.
The Doc.
Started on the
Oh
Don't
man.
get me started on him.
Yeah.
My team, they played their hearts out, and I'll go to battle with these guys any day.
What's the next subject?
He's getting a paycheck.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way,
These guys play their hearts out.
Now,
yeah.
guys,
And what about Mark Jackson and Van Gundy? They're not gonna be doing the games.
No, they gave him a layoff.
Oh,
They told him,
like yo, it's
go to
crazy.
Cancun and we'll call you when we need you.
Emerson, how do you feel about Van Gundy and Mark Jackson getting canned?
Well, I want to see Mark Jackson get a job as a head coach, first of all. Let me say that.
Let's answer the first question.
The first question, Van Gundy, I think him and Mark Jackson work very well together, and I hope to see them back together again soon. They did a lot for the NBA. They brought a lot of juice, a lot of X and O's that they would point out that if you don't really understand basketball, they can bring you to it right in your living room. And that's what I enjoyed listening to them commentate each and every game.
Terry.
Yeah, like Emerson said, man, they brought a lot to the game, X's and O's. But you know, when some of the games were blowouts, their chemistry kept you tuned in. You know, because you never knew what Van Gundy might say, what Mark Jackson would say. So it's going to be interesting to see who they have fill in for them. I don't even know who the.
I think Doc got a job.
I think Hubie Brown is still around.
Doc Rivers got a job too.
Oh, really?
I think him and Doris Burke, Doc Rivers.
The lady, right?
They gotta have Doc. Make sure they have a lot of tea for him because he needs some of that tea and honey.
Yeah, I mean,
Good job, man. Good job. That's a good job.
It's sad. But maybe this is opportunity for Mark Jackson to get a coaching job. You know, hopefully he deserves another shot, in my opinion.
Malcolm.
Well, those two guys gonna get a job. They're too good in the game, and they're too good for the game not to get a job somewhere. So, and I hope they keep them together wherever they go. You know, and you don't have to worry about them. They'll get a job. I'm not worried about them.
Brian.
Yeah, and they definitely gonna get a job. You got two right now. They're two iconics. The way they work with Mike Bream as well, but.
Yeah.
Van Gundy will bring some of the laughter and humor, and Mark will bring some of the streets, or we'll say the outdoor yard talk. You know, Mama there's that man. Yeah,
Down,
man down, hand down. You know,
Man down, man down.
so he will bring that, and I don't know what ESPN was thinking, but I don't know the numbers or whatever, but. You kind of that they're gonna feel that. That's gonna hurt.
Now, I just want to say this, Aaron, before you say something. I hope Van Gundy doesn't go in there and fight somebody and grab him around the ankles.
Those days are done.
You put me on hold for that. Okay. I think what they did over there at Disney. When they brought in the new CEO, he came in as the hatchet man. Woo! And he just cleaned house. You made some money, you got to go. Mark Jackson, Van Gundy, Keyshawn Johnson, he went through the whole ESPN network and said, I got the broom, I got the dustpan, and I got the garbage can. I'm cleaning house. People that were good, goodbye.
Yeah.
People that were bad, goodbye. Where I think he made a mistake with Van Gundy and Mark Jackson. They were entertaining.
Yeah.
You put the wrong people out there to do an NBA game, you can turn people off.
Yeah.
Mike Bream.
You kept Hubie Brown, who's 85 years old.
But the thing about Hubie Brown is he's a well-established man on TNT.
Okay.
If you because everybody knows you're going to get Hubie Brown on TNT. Now you take Hubie Brown and you put him on ABC on a Sunday, you might fall asleep with Hubie Brown because he's just not made out for that. But you take Hubie Brown on TNT, he's just like an old couch. Yeah, Hubie's doing a game tonight. Okay. Now I'm going to sit back and watch the game. And he gives you a little bit of history on what they technical stuff on it, and then you live with it. But Mark Jackson is funny. Right before a commercial, Mama, there goes that bad man again.
Oh yeah.
And I want to see Van Gundy go and run on the court and grab somebody by the ankles.
Yeah. And you know what?
Let me say something.
Go ahead, Malcolm.
He fired everybody but the man that make the most on ESPN.
Stephen A. Smith.
He got the best buyout ever. If you fire him, you got to pay him $30 million. He know where his bread is buttered. That was the best contract. He said, "Yeah, fire me. You paying me $30 million no matter what."
Well,
so please fire me.
The reason why the man cleaned house, but he looked at it like this: what does Stephen A. bring in ratings? Because Stephen A.'s got the podcast. Stephen A. got First Take. So you look at the ratings and you may say, I want to get rid of him. That bean counter says, wait a minute. This is how much he's bringing to the show. And you take a look across. Wait,
he didn't want that $30 million buyout.
But that's over. But Malcolm, like you said, you're right. $30 million buyout, but you can live with him because of his ratings. Now you take a look across the pond over in California, over at Undisputed, they screwed up. They had a good thing going between Skip
and
Shannon, and now Shannon walked off, and now you got to try to revamp the show, and you hope that people tune in.
Who they got? Shady McCoy or something?
No, they're gonna start doing rotations. But Michael Irvin got a job again.
Yeah.
Michael Irvin will be doing Mondays after the Sunday football games. So Michael Irvin will be on there on Mondays. Somebody else will be on there on Tuesdays. Somebody else will be on there on Wednesdays. So they got Michael Irvin. They announced it today. They got Michael Irvin for the Mondays.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's the thing of now they're trying to figure out who fits in. So let's rotate them, see who fits in. Next year, we'll see what happens. And guys, we have finally got the 100th episode in.
Yes.
Ring the bell.
Yeah.
100.
Can I say
grabbing
something?
people by the ankles.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
In the world of track and field, let's talk about these beautiful people who the USA went to our world championship and got the gold medal. Let's give our props to this young lady, Sha'Carri Richardson. She won the gold. I'm gonna tell you right now. In the last 3 steps was when she won that, going over that line, because the girl was beating her the whole way. The girl from Jamaica, Price, she was beating her the whole way. I'm telling you, the last 3 steps, she took it and won the gold. Congratulations to her. Congratulations to the brother from USA, of course, Noah Lyles, who won the 100-meter also. And he did a great job. Congratulations, applaud these people. For once, USA is now back on top of the track world when it comes to the fastest men, because Jamaica had it for years.
Yeah.
Usain Bolt and, of course, Fraser Price, they were killing it. They were killing it. So now, and I got to give a special hometown congratulations to Alexis Holmes, who's from Hamden, Connecticut. Here in Hamden, she was on the last leg of the relay of the mixed relay for the 4x4. Nice. And she won, and they won it. And that, congratulations, they got the gold on that, and set a world record in that. So
congratulations
to everybody on that team, and especially Alexis Holmes. Good job, young lady. You did a great job. You trained hard.
Yes, indeed.
It's obvious it's personal because I know the family.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah.
and it feels that way, you know.
Nice.
And it's great
nice.
to see one of our own home
Absolutely.
from Connecticut do
No
their
doubt.
thing and on the world stage. You
Beautiful.
know, that's a beautiful thing.
And while
That
we're
it
sending
is.
out congratulations, Malcolm, I just want to congratulate in the Little League Softball World Series, the young ladies from New York who beat North Carolina 5-2 victory to win their very first Little League Softball championship. And we got
That
the
was
Little
great.
League, we got the Little League Baseball Championship still going on. The
Mhm.
Little League World Series still going on, and we're going to
Mhm.
see who's going to come out of that. And we know the MLB, we know them Dodgers are like the hottest team going right now. And they're going to what? And we know it's the end of the evil empire. The Yankees will not be in the playoffs this year. And the San Diego Padres, who spent all that money on all those players, will not be in the playoffs this year. And
Yeah.
now the 100th episode is done.
Wow.
Just since we're on the congratulations.
Talk about a
My money's
Marsha
on the
Marsha.
Braves.
Talk about a Marsha moment.
Right.
My money's on the Atlanta Braves. Straight up.
You better get all your money. Get it
Also,
ready.
want to congratulate the NBA Hall of Fame class of 2023.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yes.
Becky Hammond, Paul Gasol,
Mhm.
Yes.
Dirk Nowitzki, Tony Parker, Dwayne
Yes.
Wade,
Absolutely.
Gene
Salute.
Best.
Salute.
Terry,
Yeah.
thank you for bringing some closure to it. Ugh.
Yeah.
That would've been
Yeah.
a bad way going out.
Ah.
Yeah. Okay, let's wrap this up now before he says something that will be like, next on our 101th episode, we would like to apologize for Emerson at the end. So Terry, please tell him about the subscribe.
Oh, man.
XO Sports would like to thank everyone who tuned in tonight to our 100th episode. We also like
Thank
to
you.
thank all our viewers, listeners, and subscribers for their support. If this is your first time checking us out on YouTube, the show is also streaming on all your favorite podcast platforms, Google, Spotify, and iHeart, just to name a few. Stay up to date with our latest videos and the latest news and rumors going on in the world of sports by hitting that subscribe button, pressing the like button, and tapping the notification bell. You can also share our channel with your friends and family by clicking on that share button. And we're going to have some 0 to 100 XO Sports 0 to 100 t-shirts on sale.
Ooh. Coming soon.
I like that one. I like that one.
But again, guys, thank you. 100th episode, and I don't know if the Beatles will be back for again like this, but it'll be definitely. We'll be back, and we will definitely be back for the 200th episode of XO Sports Talk.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody, and
Good
God bless.
night.
Good night,
Good night,
everybody.
everybody. Thank you for watching.
Thank you
Yeah.
for watching.
Peace.
The Yankees lose.